Right now, your cat is looking at you,
Huh?
and you think you know what it sees. A person, its owner, maybe a source of food. But what if everything you assumed about that moment is wrong? What if your cat is not looking at you the way you think it is? What if, in the same room, at the same second, you and your cat are living inside two completely different worlds? You have never noticed this. Almost no one does. But once you understand it, you will never look at your cat the same way again. Start with light. Your world is built on light. You wake up when the sun rises. You go to sleep when it gets dark. Your entire nervous system is calibrated to the rhythm of daylight. But your cat's nervous system is calibrated to something else entirely. Cats are crepuscular animals. That word comes from the Latin for twilight. Their peak hours of alertness are not noon, they are not midnight. They are dusk and dawn, the strange in-between moments when the world shifts from one state to another. These are the moments when their prey is most vulnerable, and their eyes evolved to rule those moments completely. Inside your cat's eye is a structure that does not exist in yours. It is called the tapetum lucidum. This is a layer of mirror-like cells sitting directly behind the retina. When light enters your cat's eye, hits the retina, and passes through, the tapetum catches it and bounces it back through the retina a second time. Your cat sees every photon of light twice. This is why their eyes glow in the dark when a light hits them. It is also why they can navigate a room that, to you, appears completely black. Researcher and vision scientist Claydam worked with veterinary ophthalmologists to simulate what cats actually see, and the results upend everything you imagined. Your cat is not squinting through dim darkness. Your cat is reading the room in full detail while you are functionally blind. But here's where it gets strange. Trade one thing and you lose another. Your cat can see in near darkness, but in bright daylight the world looks washed out to them. Cats have far fewer cone cells in their retinas than you do. Cones are the cells responsible for color perception and fine detail. You have 3 types of cone cells, each tuned to a different wavelength of light: red, green, blue. Cats have only 2, and those 2 are tuned to blue and green. Red to a cat does not register as red. It likely appears as a dull gray or a muddy yellow-green. That bright red toy you bought your cat may barely notice the color at all. It notices the movement, it notices the shape, but the vivid red hue that made you pick it off the shelf is invisible to the animal you bought it for. Think about what that means for every object in your home: the orange couch, the red curtains, the warm brown wooden floors. Your cat walks through a world where those colors are muted into grays and greens. The visual richness you experience in your living room, the warmth of it, the depth of it, is simply not available to your cat. What your cat has instead is something you cannot fully access: peripheral vision that spans almost 200 degrees. Yours covers about 180. Your cat can see things you cannot without moving its head. It can detect motion at the very edge of its visual field, while its eyes stay fixed forward. This is a predator's eye. Every element of its design serves the same function: find the thing that is moving, lock onto it, do not lose it. Now leave the visual world entirely, because your cat is not navigating with its eyes, it is navigating with its ears. A cat can hear sounds up to 79,000 hertz. You stop hearing at around 20,000 hertz. A dog hears up to about 65,000 hertz. Your cat beats both of you. Bioacoustic researcher Bjorn Siemers spent years studying how predatory animals use sound to locate prey. And what becomes clear in that research is that the upper frequencies your cat hears correspond precisely to the sounds that small rodents make when they move through dry grass, gnaw on seeds, or communicate with each other in ultrasonic squeaks that no human ear can detect. Your cat is sitting in your apartment, apparently doing nothing, and it is receiving an entire layer of acoustic information that you don't even know exists. The faint scratch inside a wall, the ultrasonic communication of a mouse behind your refrigerator, the high-frequency buzz of a fly 2 rooms away. And then is the nose. You have roughly 5 million olfactory receptor cells. Your cat has between 45 and 80 million. But raw numbers don't capture the difference. Cats also have a second olfactory organ that you lack entirely. It is called the vomeronasal organ, or the Jacobson's organ. It sits in the roof of the mouth. When a cat opens its mouth slightly, curls its upper lip, and holds that strange frozen expression, it is not confused or disgusted. It is actively pulling scent molecules into that second organ to analyze a chemical message in enormous depth. This behavior has a name. It is called the feline response. Through it, your cat reads hormonal information, territorial messages, emotional states, and reproductive signals left behind by other animals. It is reading a social network that has been built entirely in scent, invisible to you, written on every surface your cat encounters. The floor of your home is a library your cat is constantly reading. Every chair leg, every corner of the wall, every patch of carpet where another animal once stood. To your cat, your home is not a quiet, neutral space. It's dense with information, layered with the chemical history of every living thing that has passed through it. Neurobiologist John Bradshaw spent more than 30 years studying domestic cat behavior and concluded something that challenges the most basic assumptions people make about their pets. Cats, he argues, do not experience human social structures the way dogs do. They don't see you as a dominant figure in a pack. They don't understand the concept of ownership the way you do. What a cat understands is territory, scent, and time. Your cat has mapped your home as its territory. It has deposited scent from the glands on its cheeks, its paws, and the base of its tail on the objects it considers its own. When your cat rubs its face against you, it is not being affectionate in the way a human might be affectionate. It is including you in its scent map. You are being marked as part of its world. That's its version of claiming something it trusts. And time works differently for your cat, too. Not philosophically, neurologically. Research into the flicker fusion rate of animal visual systems shows that cats process visual frames faster than humans do. You perceive the world at roughly 45 to 80 frames per second. Your cat processes closer to 100. This is why your cat can track a rapidly moving object that appears to blur to you. It is also why your cat looks completely unimpressed by your television screen. To you, a television appears to show smooth, continuous motion. To your cat, it looks more like a flickering slideshow. The images strobe. The motion is not convincing. The screen that pulls you into another world barely registers as interesting to the animal sitting next to you on the couch. So here's where you actually are. You're sitting in a room with your cat. You see a warm, colorful, quietly humming space. Your cat sees a high-contrast, motion-sharp landscape drained of reds and oranges, lit well enough to read every shadow. You hear the ambient sounds of the room. Your cat hears sounds you cannot perceive, coming from directions you cannot pinpoint, at frequencies your brain has never processed. You smell your home. Your cat is reading its entire chemical history in a medium your nose is too blunt to access. You process the television as entertainment. Your cat sees it as a slightly annoying light source. You're sharing a room, but not a world. You have never shared a world. You have only been sharing a space. And here's the thing that should stop you. Your cat has been sensing you for thousands of years. It has been studying the 20,000 hertz sounds you produce, your low-resolution emotional expressions, your slow and unpredictable movements. It has been building a model of you with every sensory tool it has, a model made from scent, from sound, from the subtle vibrations your body makes, from the patterns of your daily behavior. Your cat knows when you're about to get up before you do. It reads the slight shift in your posture, the change in your breathing, the early muscular tension in your legs. It has been watching you more carefully than you have ever watched it. You thought you were the one observing, but your cat, living inside its completely different world, has been watching yours all along.